All right, I'm making 3 videos today. This is the last one. That last one was long, and if you've made it down to this one, awesome. If you had to take a break before you got to this one, I totally understand, and I don't hold anything against you. This one will be shorter. I want to let you know that we're shooting to have our annual budget meeting right at the beginning of November. We'll be working on getting those numbers together, and frankly, right now, the only reason it isn't together today is me. I have a lot of notes and paperwork and things that I need to give to Miss Debbie Strumpler, who's our admin and finance administrator, and she's waiting on me. There's no mystery about that. And I've been working on that, and we'll be giving her some information here soon, and then she'll need time to get that together. In general, I can just tell you again, finances at the church are good. The Lord's been really blessing us through you, and I can't say thank you enough for that. We have a couple of challenges coming up that were unexpected. You may have noticed we had to do some chopping up of some asphalt in the driveway to fix our parking lot lights, and we have 2 of them working. We're still troubleshooting the 3rd one, but we'll get that squared away. And so we had to pay for some materials and labor for that work. And then we're going to have to pay for some repair there. The good news is we have the funds to do that, even though it wasn't something we were planning for. So praise the Lord for that. Incredible. So a couple of other things that are pretty important that need to be done. I would like to do them before the mountains are that way from my house. Before that stuff invades this beautiful world that we live in. In the J house, which is the parsonage next door, Jason Souza lives upstairs, and Brian Garish, our kind of property guy, lives downstairs. And also, of course, Brian plays piano in the worship team fantastically. The entrance that goes downstairs to Brian's place, we did some sheetrock repair there last year, but there's an insulation issue in there. That sheetrock needs to come down again, and I don't think it was fully finished. I don't think it was taped and mudded. I can't remember. I haven't looked at it, and I'll get some pictures. But if you're into that sort of thing and you can help, we can provide the supplies, but we need to get that taken apart and see what's going on up in there. There's a massive heat loss happening right there where these 2 roofs come together. And I don't know if there's an open spot in the attic or some material has come down maybe, but it's creating a massive, dangerous ice jam over that doorway, especially when we have big snow years like we had last year. We try to keep it cleaned off, but there's so much heat coming out of there, it just melts everything and it freezes, and it's crazy. And it's not safe, and it's not good for the building. And so I don't know if we need to put more insulation up in there, if we need to maybe block off one section of that interior roofing from the other and put some insulation in there. But we've got to do something with it, and I need some help because I've got too many projects going on and I can't do it. I'm capable, but I don't have time to do it. Can you help me with that? You let me know. Secondly, next week or the week after, I'm going to be working on the sidewalk and the concrete area in front of the main doors. In the sidewalk area, there's a big piece right before you get to where you walk under the overhang that needs to be pulled up and leveled out and put back down again because it's jacking up like this. And so we're going to fix that. There's some big cracks in that sidewalk in front of the main doors that we've done some sort of repairs on before, but we're going to really repair it. We're going to seal those cracks, put some new concrete down, all that kind of stuff. If you want to come and help me with that, I would love that. You let me know, and we'll coordinate when that's going to happen. And then I may be, next week or the week after, renting a mini excavator to do a little investigatory work on our septic line out in the parking lot. Our plumber would like for us to find the outlet from the septic tank and put in a clean out there because there isn't one currently. And that tank is, I don't know how old, more than 40 years. And we had a little bit of trouble with it this summer, backing up when Graceworks was there. And we think we may have a clog in the outlet from the septic tank, but we can't get to it because there's no clean out. So if you have any experience with that, running an excavator, let me know, and we can coordinate I have run Bobcats and all that kind of stuff before, and don't mind doing it, but I can always use some help. And then if you are not already on my list of handyman work, you don't have to be a man, it's just a word, handy person work. We have a bunch of different projects around, like Dave and Cindy Hicks just did the baseboard for us in the hallways, which is absolutely beautiful. We have some supplies there that we need to put away. I could use some help with that. There's a repair on some flooring in one of the kids' rooms that we need to look at. I had to fix a leak in the kitchen at the church this week so it didn't flood the building. There's lots of stuff like that around, and if you're interested, there's some painting on the stage that needs to be done. Let me know, and I'll add you to the list. We have a Google document that has all of our projects on it, and you could just go, hey, I want to tackle that one, and we will make sure you have the stuff you need to do it. That would be incredible. And it's another way, if you do that together with me or with other people, again, the work is the vehicle, but the relationship is happening, right? And then I want you to think about one final piece, and then I'm going to be done for the day. I mentioned on Sunday, and it's in some of our advertising here, Nancy Caudill has a classical music singing recital coming up. She's doing some duets with another wonderfully talented artist and some solo work as well. It's going to be out at UAA. The details are here in the newsletter and on our social media. But I also mentioned the work we've done in the past with Sam Strumpler, and when we had Da Capo Choir and Acapella, and Dave Block from Midnight Sun Theater has been coming around to enjoy the church with us. And we're in some partnership projects with Anchorage Community Theater right now. This last spring, I ran sound for, and we hosted TBA Theater for a week of Tech Week for their show Forever Plaid, which was a sold-out show at the Beartooth Theater. And then we have some other things that are happening in that arena, the arts, which we were heavily investing in 2019, and then everything got kind of sidelined, and we've just touched little things here and there since then. But I really have a sense that God is trying to bring that vision back to us. We're a very music-heavy church. We have a lot of artists in our circle. We have reasonably good professional equipment for doing shows and other kinds of productions. We have a lot of people with some amazing technical experience. We have a wonderful set of people who have amazing production and theater and acting experience and these kinds of things. And God has always intended for us to do something with that as part of our ministry. I don't yet know what it looks like, but I do believe that we're at a moment where God is trying to do something to re-energize that and reintroduce that. So this is what I'm asking you for. Pray about that. Add that to your prayer list. That God would give us wisdom and give us clarity and purpose, and then He'll help us to design whatever it is He wants us to design. All for His glory. It's not really about, that particular thing is not really about growing the church. It's not necessarily an evangelistic outlet, although there are things that can have that impact. It's really about cultivating and affirming this creative nature that God not only gave to us, but He possesses Himself. And we see that in all of creation around us and the way that He's designed the world. So that's what I got for you today. If you made it through all 3 videos, shoot me a little note. Pastor Tracy at c3ak.com says, I made it! And I'm sure there'll be some sort of prize somewhere. I love you, friends. See you soon.